appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. The first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll dump it off, complete to Lynch. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here comes Arizona's offense back onto the field. Earlier we were talking about the quarterback position, a big decision coming up on that spot. But, you know, Cardinal fans and fantasy football owners, I guess, so disappointed when David Johnson went down in the opener with a fractured wrist, wound up missing the season. That kind of got overlooked in 2017.
It certainly did, and it was the first big domino in why the Cardinals didn't really make a run at the playoffs this year, because of David Johnson's ability to run it and catch it and initiate all the offense that the Cardinals wanted to run. The defense still held up. Calais Campbell went to Jacksonville. The defense was still 6th in the league. But offensively, we're not nearly the same team.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're... And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play fake. Gabbert. Lets it go for Nelson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Gabbert. And that is going to be Incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now here come the Raiders. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In motion, left goes Crabtree. Throwing on first down is Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Carr. Cook with a first down and much more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And the play clock's running down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cordero Patterson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. The PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, it shifts past him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They go to Johnson again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They go play action here on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Justin Ellis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Carr now on first down. Got it complete to Crabtree. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On first down, Carr steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Crabtree, once again, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They bring Crabtree in motion right. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Crabtree has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing now is Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again on first down. Lynch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff. Johnson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Johnson running right. Oh, look at the juke. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 51 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw his car. And it's caught by Crabtree. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On first down, Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. In motion left, that's Cooper. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carr to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here. All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well. Second down now after the pass completion. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take. And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the give, this is Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way. Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go.
listening. Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "None that this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher.